What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Today we're going to talk about the Z DPS Wizard or zWiz Support Wizard for Season 9 Diablo 3 patch 2.4.3. Now this video has been highly requested for a long time. People ask me what build I'm running, what I'm doing, why am I playing zWiz and things like that. zWiz is a great build for playing with Firebird Wizard, Z-Monk, and Z-Barb in the 90 to 99 range. I think someone cleared 101, but it's really efficient in the 95s kind of area. Since Wizards get the Firebird set for Hadric's Gift next season, Season 9, you're going to see lots of comps running Firebird, zWiz, Z-Monk, and Z-Barb. Like, that's probably what we're going to do in my group, just to get that early bump to Paragon, and even late game, like even to the end of the season, if you're running 90s, like chill 95s or whatever, it's just one of the best comps to run. So this is the setup I went with. It's very much geared for damage increase versus the enemy. But you're probably asking, like, Blood, like, what the hell is a zWiz? Like, if you've never played before, let me just actually cover the gameplay, and then we'll get into the actual build and the nitty gritty. All right, Blood, so what does a zWiz do? A zWiz has something spectacular. It's called Black Hole Event Horizon. It actually absorbs enemy projectiles and objects from elite monster affixes within 15 yards. So, like, Frozen, right? Like arcane beams, like even wallers. It can take a wall off the battlefield. It's pretty great. It makes the Z-Barb's life a lot easier and just everyone's life a lot easier. So Black Hole Event Horizon removes things from the battlefield that the enemy drops. Another thing that we're doing is we're dropping the slow time bubble. Okay, so wherever the slow time bubble is, you're actually getting the damage reduction bonus for yourself, but you want to drop it on the enemies wherever your group is fighting, so your group gets the benefit as well. Since we're using the Crown of the Primus, we get all the runes for slow time. That includes them doing less damage to your team. That includes us doing more damage to the enemy, and all kinds of bonuses, right? Enemies that enter are stunned for 5 seconds. I mean, there's just, you get all the benefits. So this is a really good item to use with slow time. We're also spamming Frost Nova whenever possible. Enemies take 33% more damage while frozen or chilled by Frost Nova. So you can see everything is geared toward doing damage to the enemy and leaving them open to take more damage. Cold-blooded, enemies chilled or frozen by you take 10% more damage from all sources. Okay, that's your team right there. Basically the Firebird Archon Wizard. Conflag, fire damage dealt to enemies applies a burning effect, which counts toward the Firebird Archon Wizard. So you know how the Firebird Archon Wiz gets stacks for enemies that are burning? Well, you're actually contributing to their stacks as well. Increasing their chance to be critically hit by 6% for 3 seconds. Even our Energy Twisters itself, okay? Enemies hit by Energy Twister take 15% increased damage from fire for 4 seconds, so you can see how it pairs great with Firebird Archon Wizard. Let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the build. Again, it's open-ended. You can use whatever you like. I run with Storm Shield, String of Ears, just for that raw reduction from melee attacks right there. I like the Overwhelming Desire. Okay, so it's just a trinket that we used to use sometimes on our Enchantress, but it works really great on a zWiz. Chance on hit to charm the enemy. While charmed, the enemy takes 35% increased damage. It's just like damage increase from so many areas on the zWiz. It's really fun to play. Cinder Coat is just going to reduce your resource cost while casting fire skills, so you can spam a little bit more. Oculus Ring, it's going to of course give us an 85% multiplicative damage source on the battlefield, which is really great. I mean, best in slot for all supports pretty much. Zodiac Ring for more CDR. 4-piece of the DMO set for sure. Rancer's Folly, like we talked about, to group them up. The first time they get hit with the Twister, they're going to get sucked up. In the queue, we're using Avarion, Spear of the Lycander, Strong Arm Bracers, and Halo of Arlis, okay? It's pretty much all geared toward XP, damage, and survivability. That's pretty much your whole build. Some of the best stats you can get are reduced resource costs, cooldown reduction, main stat, and vitality. So you can see, like, this is like an example of a good item. Even my Oculus Ring has, cooldown reduction, RCR, intelligence. For gems, Toxin, Ice Blink, and Esoteric are my favorite 3 gems to use. Another thing you want to look for is APOC. That's Arcane Power on crit. Okay, so you can see on the Crown of the Primus here, it says critical hits grant 3 Arcane Power. You can get up to 4 Arcane Power, and you can get that on your helmet and your offhand, like your source. For me personally, I would run Unstable Anomaly over Astral Presence, but I know a lot of you guys are probably new zWizes. You might get rambunctious, you might get a little excited, you might spam too much, and you will run out of Arcane Power. You know, teleporting uses 25 and things like that. As you get better and as you learn the class, you can easily switch to Unstable Anomaly. I just put Astral Presence here as a safeguard for new players. So a lot of times I look at the build and I take into consideration like new players and how easy it is to use and pick up and play kind of thing. Anyways guys, that's going to be all for Mr. Bloodshed today. I appreciate your love and support. A special shout out to my patrons out there. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Today we're going to look at Sophia. Sophia, thank you so much for supporting me and my content and helping bring the community more Diablo videos and things like that. If you guys are interested in becoming a patron, the link also is down below. I'm going to be doing a monthly podcast starting the end of this month. A monthly podcast. It's basically going to be like a pseudo live stream podcast of me hanging out. Just the least I can do to kind of give back to the patrons. And yeah, make sure to follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. We stream there 6 days a week. I'm going to be doing like a Christmas streamathon, like a 9-day stretch until Christmas Eve. So check us out there. Social media down below. That's all. This is Bloodshed. I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.